Mm.
Hi guys, how you doing today?
Okay. We are going to go ahead and share this on our platforms. Make sure you're following on Instagram. We're just gonna go share it on our Instagram for a minute. Or we're gonna actually wait a minute to share it on our Instagram. We are gonna wait a minute. Still waiting for our mods to download that we're gonna be using today. It's saying 11 minutes. I'm not exactly sure why we have 11 minutes today. Guess the Wi-Fi is a little bit slow. Okay, file the flight plan. I wonder if I can edit and add some tags so people know what we're streaming about. I know that does help me. saying 3 minutes, guys, until our download is ready, and then we can go ahead and install our mod for our airport. First time going to this airport, so I do want to see a nice, beautiful airport. And we're back to 12 minutes. Just waiting for this mod to install. I don't know why our data's acting, our Wi-Fi is acting up so much that it can't just download about 200 megabytes, but I'm gonna wait for it. But we can review our route. It's a pretty cool airport. Never been there. Maybe I've been there once. One of my first times ever on vatsim. I can remember flying there. Literally like my second flight probably. But let's just review some things. We'll be cruising at 34,000 feet. It's saying we got a flight time of 59 minutes. Hopefully we'll cut that down. Cost index of 32, 10,000 pounds of fuel on board today. Skywest 3062. Long Beach starter refueled. We have 8 knots at our tail today. 7 knots, excuse me. What else we see here? Fuel again. Our alternate. What is the alternate airport? March. Riverside is going to be our alternate. Does it say it on this? So it's like right here. Yeah, right here. That's our alternate. Taxi. Super short route today, just up and down. Sid to star. 25 right, so be a pretty short taxi, just straight out of terminal and then make 2 rights. Then you'll be at runway 25 right. And into Long Beach today we have runway 08 left, which I believe to be right here. Oh, it's a short runway. How short is that? Check on Navigraph. That runway, wow, 6,192 feet, while this one is 10,000, so I'm just questioning why. I guess the winds? I mean, that makes sense, obviously it's the winds, but is the wind really that bad? Okay, we'll get our ATC cards before we log on. Looks like SoCal approach is online, which means we will have going in, but going out we don't. Packs, we have 58, so almost a full flight here. Cargo is 3,100, payload 13.8. Our max take, so we are very close to our max takeoff weight, so we got to be careful about that. I don't understand the CRJ. I don't understand how it can fly a full flight for over 2 hours. It just doesn't make sense. But, you know, it's Flight Simulator. That's why I don't like flying CRJ, because it's not the most realistic, very short route. And it's like just about it for the route. Again, just some tailwind. That's about it. The weather. Oh, it really breaks it up for us. Oh, that's awesome. Never even knew that. It's pretty awesome. Let's 2 minutes left, and it's literally less than 100 megabytes. on our download, but what if we click briefing? Oh, it just brings that up. Air traffic control just brings vatsim. Yeah, this is good. I don't need helipads though. It's not very. Estimated top descent is very good. Yeah, okay, this is good. Alright, we'll just leave it on here. I get 22 seconds, it says, until it's done downloading. You're either going to work or you're not going to work. I mean, it's really that simple. I'm also going to turn on my autopilot panel by going to Mobi Flight. I mean, while this still stays on 30 seconds for no reason. It's like just going between 27 and 28 for the past 30 seconds, so... By the way, it's not 27 seconds. Mobi Flight, we're going to turn it on, so we have the autopilot running right here. You'll see that pop up. That'll tell me it's still running. Now it's saying 9 seconds left. 8, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And supposedly this should have downloaded. And it's taking a very long time to open. And it's freezing up my entire computer. So there's our airport. And I'm just gonna paste that right there. Oh my god, I can't. It's 2 gigabytes. Just download it, please. God, it's so slow. It really shouldn't be this slow, ever. But the second this downloads, I'm going to start a flight simulator and then we'll be on our way. $94, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. And there we go, everything's downloaded. We're going to go out of here and start up flight sim. Here we go. That's loading up. We'll review the star, sit and star, and we will post this to our Instagram. Let's go ahead and do that now. Just firing up sim, waiting for the main picture to load, but it seems to take a while. It is 250 gigabytes or something. Does make sense why it's taking so long. Also, I can't see chat. Okay. I just posted it to my just posted it to my Instagram at MSFSViews, which I'm going to add now. I just realized it should be connected on YouTube. So I'm going to add that soon. Just so everybody has. We're going to go back into Phoenix. We're supposed to depart now. It's problematic because I believe I said 8 o'clock, which is also wrong. So the reason why it's wrong is because it's 3 hours behind. So we're actually going to depart in 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to because it's going to give us different weights. 3 hours is a big difference when it comes to the sim. Import it to charts, then we pre-file it. Okay, so we're going to bring down the stairs, connect the GPU, and do our originating checklist, which consists of going through a couple of important things. We're going to make sure that the parking brake is set, the nose wheel steering is off, our hydraulics are all off, our gear is down, our spoilers are up, our flaps are up, our throttles shut off, WXR radio is off, ADG is not deployed, emergency flaps are normal, battery master on, fire test okay, nav light and we're going to arm the emergency lights. Turn on some lights in the cockpit here. It's a little bit dark. Get all the lights on. Displays. I like it when it's brighter in here than darker. Feels like I could see more. Yeah, 4 lights, let's go. Turn on the 4 lights. Then we're gonna make sure IRSs come on. And that's just about it. I'm gonna go outside, snap a quick picture. Just for a different social media. We'll put it on WhatsApp this time. For friends and family. Okay, it's posted. Hopefully some people tune in. Let's go ahead and continue on with the checklist. So once all that's done, come inside the cockpit and oh, these are terrible camera views. Whoever set these up at Airsoft. Still valid for I think another day or two. Yeah, still valid for 2 days. Go ahead and type in Kphx. Let's tell the plane where we are. a PHX, and we are going to Long Beach today. Our alternate is KRIV, Rivian. Just kidding. I think it's called March or something. Flight number today is 3062. I'm going to turn on vatsim really quickly. 3062. And we'll figure out what CTAF is. We'll figure out. 3062. And Phoenix Tower, so going to be on tower 118.7. 118.7. Put that right there. 122.8 is going to remain in the backup. And our squawk, just received it, is 6041. 6041, come back to the flight plan page, hit execute for the departures today. Let's pull up our route. It's the Keynes 3 departure and the harbor transition off of runway 25 right. Harbor transition, hit execute, back to the flight plan. After harbor is immediately the arrival page. The arrival page. The arrival page. There we go. The Ruby 3 arrival. Emerald transition. We're given 8 left for landing. Is there no RNAV or anything? It's a visual approach. Well, that's not helpful. Let's see what they're landing real life, because I don't want to be landing on a runway that's not even being used IRL, because if vatsim hops on, then we're just in the middle of nowhere. Why is Flight Radar 24 so slow today? Oh, get out of here. They're landing the long runway. Of course they are. They're landing on runway 30, just like I thought. ILS 30, execute. This is what our flight plan should be. The second I get rid of this discontinuity, back to the flight plan, still a discontinuity. And that is just... This should be our flight plan. So again, the Keynes 3 harbor transition, harbor. We should see Emerald right after that immediately, and then Robbie somewhere here, Robbie right here, and we'll get 30, missed approach. So the legs is all set up. We could go ahead and put on ETA and put on VNAV on our size. On our side, we're gonna go to the VNAV page. That looks good. 290/.74. Cruise altitude 50340 today. Descent looks good. Progress, we already did all this. We're just gonna go to the perf. And we're gonna set up our performance here. So our passenger is down to 44. Our cargo is 2600. So we'll put 1000 here. And we'll put, oh my god, 44 passengers. We'll put 2600 there. Fuel in pounds. 10,252, 10,252. Yeah, that looks good. Alternate cruise altitude 330. We'll be turning back to Phoenix. Next page, ice deviation, +14. And our cruising wind is, let's try to see. Reserves today, 4311. Ah, Dovey Burks. Thank you. I don't know if you're here yet or not, I can't tell. But if you have Instagram, I'm gonna actually put that on chat right now. Follow my Instagram at MSFSViews. Pin the message. And there we go. W. Not sure why you can't type in chat. You probably got banned from a different stream, but that's a different story. Taxi fuel is good. We already did that. Honestly, a super easy flight today. I'm gonna see how many people are online where we are with our network. We've got two others. So honestly, I'm going to turn this one off, just leave it on vatsim. So there's one other dude, two other people with us at Phoenix that can't type in chat. Okay. That's fine. It's just going to be harder for me to see if you type. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're going to come back here, hit set all twice because I don't trust the first time. 148, so we put it on V2 plus 10, so 148, 131 is our rotation speed. We'll turn on flight director, and our altitude is going to go up to 34,000 since nobody's online, so we're not crashing into anybody. It's so hard to get that one thing. Nav mode is going to be done today. We'll turn on the seatbelt sign now. Transponder can come on. And we are going to roll with the before start checklist, or the originating checklist actually. Okay, so we'll do this after we just do it by ourselves. I'm actually not going to use the checklist next to me just because it's so long. What I like to do, test the oxygen. Oxygen should be rolling. Nose wheel steering should be off. Wiper should be in park. Lights is my call. Terrain and TFC can come on. Our barrow, very important. We're going to get the weather now. The wind is 280 at 7, gust 2-3, 10 mile visibility, fewer than 9,000 clouds scattered at 20,000, broken 25,000. Temperature 42 Celsius or 108 degrees Fahrenheit, dew point 14 or 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Altimeter 29er, 79er, the other way. So the issue with this plane is that it's not synced, so I have to do each one, which is very annoying, but I'm much more used to the other way. 29er, 79er set. Let's come back to, we were just going through the flows ourselves. Okay, speeds are set. Cockpit voice recorder test. It's done. We'll go stall. Stall test complete.
Glide slope.
We'll do our GPWS call out test. We'll turn off the parking brake for a moment
Wind shear.
to do our anti-skid test.
Terrain. In up.
Med bay overheat. Overheat test. Thank you, Doey Works. Lamp test.
Don't sink.
All the lights are working well. We'll leave it on bright today. We'll turn on our thrust reversers. These should be off. They are.
Too low. Terrain.
Test the TCAS system.
Bank angle.
Minimums.
This should all be.
1,000.
This is good. Let's come up here. We'll go to the fuel page. We'll make sure all our fuel is on. While we're doing that, we're gonna actually start the APU.
100.
Our auxiliary power unit, which gives power to the aircraft.
30.
When we push back, because we don't have any engine, so the plane would be off, right? That was totally the wrong button. Thank God that didn't do anything.
Terrain. Caution. Terrain.
Okay, APU start.
Caution. Terrain.
Should be firing up now.
Pull.
After that, but anyways, you can still check the fuel. We should have about 10,000 and a half. Yes, we do.
Obstacle.
Our doors, just that one. That's fine. And yes, sir, Morty Fetter in the chat. I love you, Morty. Shout out to my cousin. We're gonna roll with, keep on rolling with the checklist. Just make sure that the APU starts properly. We were going up and down, right? Okay. Just finish this section. We'll go to this one. Make sure our call button works. Yes, it does. We'll test our emergency flaps. That looks good. And let's turn on the speaker. I know there's a door. I know there's a door. Oh, shoot. Oh my god. Okay. The engine just decided to start, but we good. Who are you calling chat? Nobody in this. You! First of all, I don't like say I just say that in person. I don't say that. Also, there is Dovey Burks on this stream. He's just not typing in chat. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. What do they give us for 6.7? 6.7. Okay, good. Let's go up and down. On, off. Fire detection test complete. We'll turn the beacon on now. Fuel pumps can come on now. Hydraulic test. Good. 3,000 all around. Shut them off. 3,000 remains. That's good. We'll turn them all into auto. AC on. Cabin pressure. I'll actually have to set this manually. And the cabin pressure is going to be 11354 for departure. One 11135, that's good. Cabin pressure, AC's on. Test this, anti-ice test, okay. And that's it for the overhead. We'll go back to there. Checklist before start, passenger side's on. Landing elevation set. Altimeter set 29er, 79er. IRSs are positioned. Radios and nav aids are good. Okay, takeoff briefing is completed. Clear to start. Personal devices off. APU on. Electronics check. Takeoff data. Takeoff data is set. Doors, we'll close them now. Disconnect the APU. Get rid of the chocks. Verify the parking brake is set.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard.
Clear to start. APU. Takeoff data set. Doors, close and lock beacons on. Fuel pumps and hydraulics on auto. And parking brake set. We're gonna call up the pushback tug and get out of here.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Put it back on the stat page and go through this list. Whoa. Fuel pumps on, thrust reversers on, parking brake set, right engine shut down. The left engine should be there too. Oh, left engine shut down. Okay, good, 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 good. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Let's wait for the ground crew to connect and lift the plane up.
You're cleared for start and push. Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Gonna go ahead and release the parking brake now.
Parking brakes are released. Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence. It will start in the sequence.
So let's just make sure nobody's near us. Yeah, the whole way, we have the whole thing to ourselves. Okay, the engine's clear. Start the right engine now. Oh, I didn't put our runway heading on. 258. 20% and 2. That's good. 258 is set. And I'm going to familiarize myself really quickly. It's just going to be a straight out departure with a left turn, 240, and then a 268.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
This guy wants the parking brakes. We'll give him it. Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
All
Parking brake
green.
set. Lowering aircraft.
Engine starter should go off at 50%, and it does. Engine starter off.
Ground. You may disconnect. Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed.
It should stabilize at 20, and they should be about 60.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Alright, start the left engine. Left engine start. We got a lot of wind on departure today.
The walkway emergency lights will display to the exits, which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you'll be
19 and give me 20. There it is, 20%. Here comes the fuel. 425. When it probably hits 30, this is probably where this will start to rise. There it goes. Here comes Dan 1. Again, 50%, the starter light will go off, or it already did, which is great. Always says my spoilers are on, even though they're not. Okay, that's good. We'll do our after start and our after start before taxi checklist. Generators 1 and 2 are an auto. Exflow manual override is on. Bleed flow is auto. APU stop. APU power. Air conditioning is completely on. No lights. Anti-ice is off. Probe heat is on. Electrical will verify we're running off the 2 engines. Switch over. Taxi clearance flaps 8. Takeoff trim 6.7. Verify that over here. 6.7. Flight control check. All the way back. All the way forward. All the way left. All the way right. Rudder right, rudder left, neutral. Flight control check is complete. ECAM messages, good. Nose wheel steering, arm, taxi light, on, mode Charlie, on. And parking brake released. Let's go taxi to runway 25 right. So we're gonna taxi runway 25 right. Let's make a call, but I think I'm gonna switch over to not 1228, but we're gonna switch over to the other tower frequency, which is gonna be 120.9. Okay, 120.9 is in, and then we'll announce to the airport that we're taxiing. Phoenix traffic, Skywest 3062, taxi runway 25 right via Charlie Romeo Echo 13. So just give everybody on the ground a little heads up how we're gonna get there. We're gonna check. This rudders are so sensitive on this plane. I really gotta fix that. It's incredible how sensitive. Wow. I'll fix that before the runway. So sensitive. It's like I'm barely touching them and they're just fully going. Also, it doesn't go to neutral. Yeah, it's a little messed up. Yeah, that's neutral. I mean, that's not really neutral, but sure. So I've been here, been this exact taxi route, almost the exact, actually probably the exact, yeah. Where I did see this in real life. I posted it on my status once and my story, and it showed the difference between real life of this airport and the airport mod in Flight Simulator, and it just looks exactly the same. They just nailed this airport. They modeled the train, they modeled the bridges we're about to go over, and I literally can't keep this airplane straight. I'm gonna try to fix that. Let's go to the next page. That's all throttle. It's a little annoying. That means it's gonna be a settings thing. I think what I'm gonna do is just stop right here. I mean, there's nobody here. Go into settings for just a second and try to play around with these sensitivity because it's just incredibly high. Let me try this out. Let's go ahead and see if this is any better. Okay, much less sensitive. Yeah. Okay. Okay, very good. Show you the bridge here, right over Romeo. Romeo Bridge. ATC actually can't see you in this area, so it is super important to always be aware of your surroundings when going over the bridge in Phoenix. Yeah, really looks like Phoenix. It's crazy. The signs and everything. It's insane. What time is it? We were looking for an 8:30 departure. Look at that. Just what I said. 8:30 departure time. We're gonna break a little. Get that cabin crew.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
I actually haven't, but now I have. Cabin crew seats for departure. Police, thrust reversers armed. Flight instruments checked. V speeds is going to be 131 and 148 today. Landing light's going to come on. Pull short of the runway here. Parking brakes set. Cabin temperature good. Cabin crew notified. TCAS is auto on. Terrain radar is on. Takeoff clearance received. Landing lights, probes, and parking brake released. So here we go. We're gonna take off. Runway 25 right. Phoenix traffic. Skywest. Sorry, Skywest 3062 departing runway 25 right now on the Keynes 3 departure up to a flight level 34. We'll look for traffic off to this side just to make sure nobody's short final for the runway. Okay, we're gonna line up and let's get out of here. Engines, boost them up to 50%. Toga. Set, take off thrust set. Indications normal. Let's see if these rudders are even better on departure now. Not as sensitive. 80 knots cross-checked. And V1 rotate. See much better departure. Yeah, it's the rudders the entire time. Positive rate gear is coming up. You go 1,500 feet. We're gonna go speed now. Speed at 210. Speed mode. So I believe this is Phoenix, downtown. There's the stadium right there. We're gonna go flaps 1 now. See, this is the easiest departure ever. Flaps up. I don't know why the nav is always broken in this plane, but we're kicking the speed up now, 250 until 10,000 feet. And we'll put this back into climb mode, get rid of the X-flow, thrust reversers off now, and taxi light off. Okay, let's turn on autopilot. Let it do its thing. And if autopilot does things right, it should get back onto the course now. We'll run it after takeoff checklist. X-flow off. Leads and APU are auto and off. Thrust reversers off. CAS auto on. Traffic is. And okay, we're back on the path. Perfect. I'm getting a lot of FPS. I'm not used to this much. 10,000 feet now. Kick the speed up to 290. Pull up our charts. We are on the right route now. 268. Heading to Keynes, which will then track to Izzo, and then the harbor to harbor our transition. So again, really quick flight. Air traffic control is said to be online. I wonder if they still are. Let's check. They still are. So we should have approach on the way in. I'm not sure if SoCal approach though is only for Los Angeles or they're covering Long Beach too. Gonna have to check that out. Gonna have to check that out on the map. Similar. Oh, it looks like they hopped off actually. So we are not gonna have. Oh wow, Santa Monica Tower's online. Wow, that's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving Santa
But yeah, oh, it looks like he's covering Long Beach too. So we'll be going with air traffic control on the way in, which should be super fun, super enjoyable to listen to. We're gonna. Thought that said 19,000 feet for a second. 15,000. Climbing at a rate of 3.4. We're shooting out of here like a rocket. That's awesome. $16,000 feet. I always forget to start the clock, but I guess we have the clock using Volanta. So it's saying 21 minutes until we start our descent. $18,000 standard pressure. Landing lights off. $262. RJ-259 now. It's 259 and then heading 262. Oh, 271, sorry. Oh, I have a Coke next to me. And it's still cold. That's awesome. Now heading 271, direct harbor. I don't know if Burks is still here, but W. Apparently it's pouring outside right now in Jersey. Yeah, thunderstorms, but luckily we're on the west coast where it's clear and hot, 108 degrees. And our destination airport, we're looking at 77 degrees, the wind 200 at 8, 10 mile visibility, dew point 64 Fahrenheit, humidity 65%, altimeter 29er, 89er, clear skies, great weather. We're going to be taking runway 30 today, 10,000 feet runway available. Oh, we have Colts before we have Harbor, actually. I hope we just get to our cruising altitude before our top of descent. Our top descent is here. I wonder if it gives us a top of climb. I don't know if it does. Move in a little. Yeah, we got plenty of time. For the top of descent, so we should be at our cruising altitude very soon. It's getting harder and harder to climb though, as the air gets thinner and thinner. Do a quick field check, looking good. At Colts, we are supposed to have 8.2 fuel, so we're doing very good on the fuel. Saved plenty, especially with that very quick taxi. I don't know why, whatever, we're just going to do Mach 7.4 today, even though this plane should be on Mach 7.7, but the plane already calculated it's going to be a 59-minute flight. Might as well stick with the plan. No, I don't want Mach 7.6, I want Mach 7.4. Half bank off. Wow, that is very weird. It shows Mach 7.3 on my screen in real life, but it's showing Mach 7.4 in the sim. So weird. Here's our cruising altitude. We'll leave the seatbelt sign on as it is a short flight and it's a little bumpy out. At the top of descent soon, but we've got time, so we'll sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. So, oh right, the speed is at my discretion. That's awkward. Totally forgot about that. Good. Perfect. Trying to get that perfect speed. I believe our top of descent is just past which, so let's start setting up for the top of descent now, so that when it comes we're prepared. Let's go with the descent checklist now. Landing, performance, 134. Approach briefing completed. We'll be landing runway 30 on the ILS. The Ruby 3 arrival from EMLLD, crossing which oil 300, churro oil 200. Nav 8s else required. Put that in the radio 110.3. Both sides now. Anti-ice not required, seatbelt sign on. Air transition altitude. And we'll set the pressure now. It's 26. Landing elevation 40. That looks good. There's also something else I did before descent, and that is drop the altitude. 7 minutes to the top of descent, 56 miles. I love how it shows this. That is awesome. That's really great. So 4,000 feet is going to be our last. About 50 miles now to the top of the descent. And we're getting rocked up by the wind. finally the speed is looking good. Five minutes to the top of descent. Let's go over some charts. Let's go over some charts together. Quickly, EMLLD will come in here, heading 264 to Witch above flight level 300, across Dorothy at above flight level 240 most likely. Then Churro above flight level 240 restriction 280 knots. At Brick will be flight level 210, road between flight level 190 and 170. Via 14th between 14 and 12,000. Right over to Ruby 10,000, Slipper 10,000 exactly, Slipper above 8,000. Wrestle between 8 and 6,000. Jitsu 5,500 above 220 knots. And the last waypoint, Fitter at 210 and at 4,000 feet. Our ILS will come in at one waypoint, will be at 1,600 feet, a 4.7 degree glide slope, so that is a little bit higher. Or no, the glide slope's 3. I mean the angle of attack 4.7. The ILS 258, so we could set that now. We already set the localizer, and the final approach course is to be set when we join the final approach course. SoCal 12535, I believe that's who's online. No, 128.05. So let's set that now 258. 258. So 260 set. And there we go. We are ready for the top of the descent in 62. Sorry, descend 5 minutes. Top of descent 3 minutes. 27 miles and closing in fast. Again, 2 minutes, 19 miles to the top of descent. We'll be descending 1,700 feet per minute. Or, sorry, 1,200 feet per minute. The second we cross over this waypoint, most likely. 16 miles. Again, verifying our landing elevation minimums are set. Seatbelt sign is on. And the speed is being monitored. So again, Dirty 1500. Ready when the captain is. Northeast 1600 now. $1,700. I'm looking right here. This is the numbers, so 1,800. It should hit about 2,000 or 3,000 by the time we cross the top of the descent. Probably 2,000. Gonna spin the knob down to 2,000. We'll watch the vertical altitude indicator go down to 2,002 mark, and that'll tell us we're good. So let's start the descent right when that hits 2,000 feet. Top of the descent, call out, pulling back on thrust. Let's get the speed down to 0.74 and hold it there. But I do believe, is there a speed restriction on the first waypoint, or it's the second one? I believe it's the second one, yeah. So it's churro, it's not yet. $2,000 feet per minute now. 21,000 feet per minute now. $22,000 feet. $2,300 feet per minute. I don't like how our aircraft is not showing up on the charts. It's a little hard to use the charts without map overlay. I'm also annoyed they don't have charts on here. Trying to keep that speed to 290, but it just keeps jumping. Excuse me. But yeah. So we'll just monitor that this stays at 2,200. Watch for it to change. Keep the speed coming down a little. Here are the beautiful California mountains that separate Palm Springs from LA and the surrounding area. Yep, this is Palm Springs down here. We're actually going to be headed here tomorrow, most likely. Right there, to Palm Springs. Or maybe in 2 days. We'll have to see, but definitely this week. Stay tuned for Palm Springs flight. An airport that I've been to one time before, and I gotta visit again. It's an awesome airport. Small California airport. Flight from Phoenix, probably one from Los Angeles as well. It is a popular route that people don't like to drive. It is probably around 100 degrees there right now. I mean, just look at the outside air temperature at 38 degrees Fahrenheit at 26,000 feet. I mean, that's pretty hot. I love the American Eagle livery. It looks much better than American Airlines. Again, we are working for You're working for American Virtual. If you don't know what American Virtual it is, it pretty much simulates real-world flights just like it would be in the real world. They do the same exact number. If you look up American 2223, this is going to be a real-world flight that's being flown. A lot of people are using the bigger planes this week, as it is cat-free week, so we can fly any aircraft no matter what your rank is. I have 100 hours to go before I can fly any plane, but it's always been enjoyable. I'm based out of just give me a second. I'm gonna lower this to 2,000. I've been based out of JFK now for a while, but I switched around a couple hubs. Each hub manager I've had was great. I'm very close now with my new hub manager, Andrew Swift. But yeah, love flying for American Virtual. I'm also part of United Virtual, but I'll probably disconnect from them. Excuse me, and stay with American. What's up, Hyperon? How are you? What's going on? But yeah, so American Virtual is what I fly for. I've been doing it for almost 2 years. October will be. It's Mayor. Which Mayor? Should I assume it's Mayor Weiss? Or Mayor Metal? One or the other. Wrestling. Okay, yeah. Mayor Metal. Welcome. What's up? How's being a lifeguard treating you? Oh my god, I'm totally forgot that this plane is totally not automatic. And that's a problem. Sick, good. Glad you're enjoying. It's giving me 3,800 feet per minute. How in the world? I mean, it's great when it's going well, but I haven't flown this plane. This is my 3rd time flying it, or 4th, and I haven't flown it in like a year. So, it's very different than all the other planes I do. Very manual. Okay, altimeter. So the altimeter right now is 29er88. We'll set that. 29er88. Put that here. And here. 29er88. Perfect.
Palm Springs traffic, Beach, November.
And I blew through.
South General Aviation parking area, taxiing runway 13 left via Echo. Be departing to the south, Palm Springs.
It's via 2900. It's very hard, this plane. It's so hard to get the speed down. So 2800. I'm gonna have to hold if I can get 10,000 down. Hold on, let me see. So 280.5, we'll put that in. 128.05. And we'll tune in SoCal and see how he's doing and if he can help us out. Every single airport besides the airport we're going to. That's great. Let's go call him up. SoCal approach, Skywest 3062 now out of 13,000 feet, descending on the Ruby 3 arrival. Good afternoon.
Go 3062 SoCal approach,
Ident Skywest 3062. We're going to Long Beach. You covering tonight?
Go 3062 affirm, say approach request enable.
Well, looking for the ILS runway 30, please.
Go 3062 radar contact 25 miles west of Palm Springs Airport. Descend via the Ruby 3 arrival at Fritter cleared ILS runway 30.
Okay, descend via the Ruby 3 at, can you repeat the waypoint? Will be cleared the ILS runway 30 for Skywest 3062.
Skywest 3062, actually stand by. I'll continue descending via the Ruby 3 arrival.
Continues descending for Skywest 3062.
American 2105, air service terminated, frequency change approved. See ya.
So he is gonna either vector us to the ILS, or we're gonna take a direct waypoint. Most likely it's just gonna be a waypoint, and he's gonna let us just do our own thing, because there's nobody else going to the airport. We really gotta get this speed down. So 10,000 feet. Should have turned the landing lights on already, but we're gonna notify the crew that it's 10,000 feet by doing 2 chimes.
3062, expect vectors for the straight-in approach from Goonie.
Straight in approach from Goonie for Skywest 3062. I'm not seeing that on the charts. Can you spell it out for us?
Skywest 3062, it's on the ILS, Golf Uniform November Echo Yankee.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we see it now for Skywest 3062. Thank you. So super easy approach. In fact, it's literally so easy that it's just a straight into the runway.
So California 555 that you're leaving my airspace now, frequency change approved. See you later.
And we should be at 10,000 feet now. Altitude hold. Altitude hold.
Thanks very much. Roger.
We gotta get this plane back up to 10,000 feet because we just absolutely dipped that restriction. So the second we get above this, we're gonna put the plane down to 8,000 feet. You know, we're just gonna focus on just a slipper. So 500 feet per minute and 240 knots just to play it safe. Slipper, we should be above 8,000. .400 feet now per minute. So we blew through the 10,000 foot restriction, but we can make the rest.
So-called traffic was just 1469, presently at Palm Spring. We request our Hawk Airline.
Oh, you know what we can do? We can make a ring. Let's make a ring.
Calgary.
Distance cross.
Ship 1469, SoCal departure, hello, cleared to Calgary. Cathedral 1 departure, 29 Palms, and as files maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 3705 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is this frequency 128.05, clock 1062.
You know what? Maybe it's not so important, but this is gonna be
Roger,
important.
here to Calgary, Cathedral 1 departure, 7,000 feet. Walk 1062 and runway 13 right. WestJet 1469.
WestJet 1469, correct, advise ready for taxi.
Roger, go back for taxi WestJet 1469.
500 feet per minute again. We're almost there. Just a little longer, just to get over these mountains, and Long Beach will be right out here in the distance. There we go. Speed. Just gotta play around with the speed a little. It's giving me 600 feet per minute now. It wants us to cross just over 8,000, so we'll probably do it at 8,100 feet per minute. And then the next restriction is 6,000. 700. 1,000 feet per minute though. (1,100 feet per minute). And then we're gonna hit above 550. So we can put this on 550 now. As long as we watch everything closely. (1,200 feet per minute). 1,300 feet per minute.
American 564, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb via Summer 2 departure.
Climb via Summer 2 departure.
Gas, radar, CAS. Speed 22s.
Kilo Charlie with request. November 515 Kilo Charlie, SoCal approach. SoCal approach, November 515 Kilo Charlie is 10 miles north of the John Wayne Airport. 3,900, climbing 4,500, requesting flight following to Catalina, type RV-14, slant golf.
There we go. We're gonna go flaps 1 now. Speed checked.
RV 515 Kilo Charlie, Roger, squawk 5556.
255 on the heading.
5556, 5 Kilo Charlie. RV5 Kilo Charlie, radar contact 10 miles north of John Wayne Airport. John Wayne altimeter 29er, welcome aboard. 29er, 5 Kilo Charlie.
988 and gonna lower the speed after this waypoint to 210, and we're gonna go down to, so we're gonna bring the speed down 4,000 now, and that's gonna be 800 feet per minute now. 800 feet now and speed at 210.
American 564, LA Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Ciao.
Frequency change approved, American 564, see ya!
Oh my god, that's loud. Wow. So 151 is going to be our speed.
3062, turn right direct Goonie.
Right direct Goonie for Skywest 3062. Oh, that's bad.
SoCal departure, United 1832, passing 900, climbing 5,000. United
No,
1832,
full.
SoCal departure, radar contact, climb via Summer 2 departure. Climb via the Summer 2 departure,
And also
United
forgot
1832.
that our
Go
speed
3062, descend and maintain 3,000.
3000 Skywest 3062. So 3000 and we'll give it 1500
SoCal departure,
feet.
helicopter 334, tank off, just leaving LA, southbound on the Southern route at a below 150 feet. Helicopter 334, Tango Golf, SoCal departure, radar contact, resume on navigation in appropriate VA for altitude. appropriate VFR altitude and resume navigation to Port Tango Golf. We're going to transit the hop and we'd like the harbor rate northbound. Helicopter 4, Tango Golf, roger, on request.
So down to 3,000 feet, we've got the valleys all around us. There's John Wayne. That's Orange County, one of the hardest airports to land at. Very short, about 5,700 feet of runway. If you don't get it down on point, you're in trouble. Might get a little laggy, but we can handle it. We're going to put the speed down 185, and we're going to go flaps 8. And we're going to turn on our taxi light and do a landing checklist. Wing radar, flaps, thrust reversers.
Helicopter 4, Tango Golf, contact LA Tower 120.905 for the harbor route with you. 29.5 for the harbor route, Church Point Tango Golf. Have a good one. This is Jet 4 Alpha Papa, descend and maintain 5,000, turn right heading 350, vectors for approach.
5,000, right, turn in 350, vectors for approach. This is Jet 4 Alpha Papa. That's the right,
Number 26 Lima, Sir Calibridge.
26 Lima is no 172.
That's a sick. Is that a highway? Oh, I thought that was a runway. I got scared, like crazy runway. Maybe I'll be able to do a landing challenge one day.
26 Lima, radar contact. Verify you're at 2,800.
2,800.
Hack 26 Lima, roger. And how would you like to transition the Bravo?
For runway 27, so that's one good. So you can direct me.
Hack 26 Lima, roger. I'll put you on the mini route northbound for now. The LA altimeter is 29er, 89er.
It's gonna be 3,000 as our.
SoCal departure TBM 913 Mike Bravo is 1,900, climbing 3,000. TVM 913 Mike Bravo, SoCal approach. What's your location? This is part of Santa Monica IFR, climbing through 2,500. TVM 913 Mike Bravo, roger, ident. United 1832 radar service terminated, 1832, we're going to have to declare an emergency. United 1832, frequency change approved, area service terminated, Charles.
Over to coming United 1832.
Number 3, or TVM 3 Mike Bravo, radar contact 2 miles west of Santa Monica, I'll call you back. Southwest 3062, cross Goonie at over above 1,600, cleared ILS 30.
1,600 over Goonie, cleared ILS runway 30 to Long Beach, Skywest 3062. At or above 1,600 feet. Vertical speed.
Number, correction, Division Jet 4 Alpha Papa, Burbank Airport, 2 o'clock, 7 miles, port of site.
We're going to turn on our approach mode.
Jet 4 Alpha Papa, cleared visual approach.
Approach mode, arm, vertical speed. We're going to get down to 1,600 feet now. That's what we got to be out for Goonie.
Jet 4 Alpha Papa, correct, runway 15.
And we're going to do this. Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Maintain 5,000, turn. Disregard, continue present heading. Climbing 5,000, TVM 3 Mike Bravo.
So 134 is our final speed. I'm actually going to take control here, because the only thing I need to do is bring the gear and flaps down, so why not? Oh, and set the go around altitude. That's easy, because I have the autopilot panel.
TVM 3 Mike Bravo, turn right heading 020. Right 020, TVM 3 Mike Bravo.
So I'll put the speed on 3,000.
Skywest 3062, wind 180 at 7, runway 30, clear to land.
Runway 30, clear to land for Skywest 3062.
Pull up.
Took off approach was just 1469, holding short only 13 right.
Let's at 1469, wind 120 at 7, runway 13 right, clear to take off.
Clear for takeoff 13 right, was just 1469.
TBM 3 Mike Bravo, turn right direct, fuel
It's
beach.
hard to keep the plane on 3600. And the headset cord is just being a little bit annoying. But we
Jet
got
4
it.
Alpha Papa, wind 160 at 6, runway 15, clear to land.
Runway 15, clear to land, Jet 4 Alpha Papa.
We're gonna go flaps 20, gear down. Here's runway 30. Here comes the ILS, we'll go flaps 30. Speed checked. Speed's gonna be 134 on our landing speed. Ignore that. We're fine. It's a very steep approach. Or maybe it's just because we're high. Yeah, we're just high. But we'll be fine. Hopefully we'll have to call a go around if at the minimums we are not set and stable.
Let's at 1469, confirms clocking 103, correction, 1062.
One 1062 was just 1509.
Let's at 1469, radar contact, climb maintain 13,000.
Continue 13,000 was just
Well, what's that?
140.
It's a cool pyramid.
$1,000.
1,000 feet checked. Airport's a little blurry, but it'll figure it itself out. And why do we always lag when we go to our haywire scenery?
Okay, approach shallow, helicopter 620, Alpha 1200.
Why does it say we're high in the approach? Because we're not.
Last aircraft calling stadium.
SoCal approach shallow, November 62, Zulu Alpha 1300.
Number 62 Alpha, Sir Caliper, Chile,
Yeah, we're not.
Altimeter 29er, 89er.
There we are.
500.
We've got a parked helicopter, tree 410 Gulf, coming off the harbor right northbound VFR.
So
at
laggy.
900, we like the Colbert, or correction, the Coliseum. Excuse me, the Coliseum route westbound
Don't
going
give me
the Florida.
I don't like 3 reds.
Helicopter 334 off the Caliper,
Continue.
Chile, approved as requested, DLA altimeter 29er, 89er. Who does requested 29er, 89er, tree 410 Gulf. You want us out at the Bravo, I'm assuming? Helicopter 410 go Golf. Yeah, when able, you exit the Bravo airspace. Remain outside class tower, 3 410 Gulf.
40. 30. 20. 10.
A little bit of a crosswind there. And like 4 FPS, but we got her down.
CBM 3, Mike Bravo. Turn left track Pomona.
Left track Pomona, CBM 3, Mike Bravo. Appreciate it.
And Skywest 3062, left or right exit?
Skywest 3062, exit to left when able.
Left to enable Skywest 3062, we will take Delta.
Skywest 3062, roger. Skywest 3062, taxi parking via Delta Golf and Charlie, cross runway 30.
Delta, Golf, Charlie, cross runway 30 for Skywest 3062.
Helicopter 410 Golf Control, you're requesting the Sepulveda route?
Yeah, we're going to take the Coliseum down to the Sepulveda route to transit the Bravo over the field at 410 Golf.
Helicopter 410 Golf, roger.
That's Echo. After landing checklist, APU. Flaps coming up. So with the APU, we'll take Alpha, Golf, Charlie. Going back on the runway. We're going to turn the landing lights on, strobe lights, logo lights, and wing inspection lights.
Helicopter 410 Go Golf, clear to enter Bravo airspace.
Probes are going to
maintain
come
VFR at 2,000, correct, maintain VFR at 3,500.
Flight director, flaps.
Tree 4 10 Golf, we want the Sepulveda south, that'll be with the LA Tower over the field.
Helicopter 410, oh okay, I'm sorry, I thought you wanted to call, follow the Coliseum. Roger, then, stand by.
Yeah, we are on the Coliseum currently, we'd like to transition to the Sepulveda route.
Are there no jetways? Is that a
Okay, gotcha,
glitch,
sorry
or is
for that.
that... I think that's how Long Beach rolls, but... Okay. I'll work with that. We can work with that.
Helicopter 410 Golf, LA altimeter 2989er, contact tower 120.905.
2989, tower 120.905, over to 410 Golf, good day.
Approach RV515 Kilo Charlie, shield in sight, and we've got the weather.
RV5 Kilo Charlie, roger, radar, no traffic observed between you and San Catalina, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Radar services terminated, squawk VFR, we'll catch you in a minute, 5 Kilo Charlie.
Okay, we went on Alpha.
Radar service terminated, frequency change
I
approved.
think there's like a scenery glitch between the scenery and the charts. Our gate's right here, so... I'm just gonna take the gate. Oh, we even have a pushback tug operator. Now that is great. And a Marshall. Yes, I know.
Number 26 Lima, are you familiar with the mini route?
No, I'm not.
Number 260, roger. Advise ready to copy. I'm gonna give you a rundown.
Thank you.
Parking brake
Number
set.
26 Lima, it'll be the
After
Santa Monica
engines
Sierra
off.
Mike Oscar 128 radial through the Bravo surface area at 2,500 and we'll be with LA Tower.
So, Sierra Mike Oscar 128 at 2,500 for LA Tower.
November 26 Lima, correct.
And we'll set the chocks.
November
Connect.
26 Lima, you can contact LA Tower now at 120.905.
Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
Let's get the baggage and
CBM 3
fuel
Mike Bravo, say
coming.
approach request to cable.
3 Mike Bravo, we'll take the visual.
What is this
inside
parking?
cancel
You're a
line.
marshaller. You have
CBM
one
3 Mike
job.
Bravo,
One
cancellation
job.
Received, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency.
Unbelievable. Whatever.
VFR going to advisory, TBM 3 Mike Bravo.
It's fine. Just want to make sure we have everything is good, and then we will file our flight plan. File our pilot. Skywest 3062. Fuel used today. We started with 10,252. I'll put that there. We'll minus that by what our remaining fuel is, and that is 6870. 6870. Perfect. 3382. put that in our flight plan. Flight time 59.0 minutes. 0.59. I'm gonna actually make sure that flight time 54 minutes. Let's see how late that touchdown point was. Where did we touch down? Holy. We landed halfway down the runway. Yeah, that should have been a go around. Interesting that I didn't choose to go around. Probably should have went around, but whatever. We're gonna put that there. And we are gonna enter our route. Flown.
Number
Yeah,
62
submit.
Alpha, SoCal is now closing the Ontario altimeter.
Okay, approval pending. Now we can bid on another flight if we need to. And that'll depend on my mood right now. So there are a lot of...
aircraft SoCal is now closed. Monitor Unicom 122.8 or the appropriate CSAC frequency. Thank you for flying.
So there's only flights back to Phoenix if I want to go. It's already 9:32. I think I'm gonna just shut off for the night. That was very enjoyable, very relaxing flight. Kind of messed up the landing. Kind of what what happens with the FPS, but let's go ahead and shut down the plane. So wheel chocks are in place. Let's get rid of the parking brake. IRSs 1 and 2 can come off. Go, flight time 54 minutes. Go back to the main menu. Thank you guys for flying. We'll see you tomorrow.